What's going on, people? This is Evan L.G. Francis, aka Mr. Go to Work, and once again we are in my hometown, the beautiful city of Richmond, at the Marina. And you know what's next? The Marina Workout Part 2. It's going down. Let's get busy. Go to work. Yeah.
For the grind in the 9 to 5, let's go to work. For the 6 to 10 night class, let's put in work. Getting into the gym to win, let's go to work. For the grind in the 9 to 5, let's put in work. For the grind in the 9 to 5, let's go to work. For the 6 to 10 night class, let's put in work. Getting into the gym to win, let's go to work. For the grind in the 9 to 5, let's go to work. Go to work. Go to work. Go to work. Go to work.
First thing we doing on this Marina Workout 2 situation, the bench dips, man. This right here is full body workout to the extreme, man. Shoulders are getting done, your triceps are getting done, your biceps are getting done. A little bit of everything is getting done. All you're doing is you're putting your feet up, right in any kind of position, any kind of surface that you could put right with the bench, and then you will grab the other side, and all you're gonna do is come on down, come on up, come on down, come on up, come on down, come on up. And like I said before, this is a whole lot of shoulder, back, tricep, everything is getting worked with this. And this is just the warm-up, man. We out here in the Marina. You know this is just the beginning. Number 1, 3 to go. Let's do it. Novices, set to 10. Let's go. Go to work. Second thing we got going on this Marina Workout 2 situation, the 1R side dip push-ups, man. Yeah, they call me a show-off, and that's what I was doing, but what exactly are you gonna be doing? Feet will be angled on some kind of rail, any kind of rail you can find. And then what you'll do is you'll find a surface, whether it's the bench, the arm of the bench, whatever you're gonna do, all right? Find it. Arm out there, you're just gonna have your legs stretched out there, and you're just gonna come down 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10, man. And then you're gonna switch around, do the exact same thing on the other side. Now, what is this doing for you? This is core, man. This is obliques. This is tricep, bicep, shoulders. This is everything you need right now, man. And it's all outdoors. You don't need no weights. It's gonna make you stronger, burn fat, build muscle. We're only halfway through, man. We still out here in the Marina. It's going down. We getting busy. Halfway through. Let's go. Go to work. Second to last thing we got going on right now, man, is the bench box jumps, bruh. This right here is something really, really explosive and fun, man. Something that you can really get going off of. Build your leg strength. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take a certain little rung or anything like that, and if you have something that's kind of like adjacent to that, any kind of surface like that, you could get me on here, I believe. So coming up like that, bringing it up, and I saved myself, I don't slip. That's what you're gonna be doing. What is this working for you? Legs. This is working a whole bunch of core. This is working a whole bunch of calves. Everything is getting worked here, from the quads to the calves to the core, everything. Plus it's cardio, man. Explosiveness, it's crazy. One more thing to go. Let's do this, go to work. Last but not least, the final thing going on this Marina Part 2 workout situation, man. Butt kickers in the sand. with the handstand knee raises. Not a game, not a joke, man. First and foremost, when you're doing butt kickers, man, first thing you're gonna be doing, I've already told you this, but legs will be straight, back will be straight. All you're doing is you're bringing the feet up to the bottom. What that's doing, that's working a lot of calf, that's working a whole bunch of quad right here, working a whole bunch of core, right? But then when you get to a certain point, you're gonna wanna get into that handstand situation. Boom, this is a little lower, but gonna do the trick. You're just gonna be going up there like that. And if you find a surface that's lower like that, then that's cool. And that's gonna work a whole bunch of core, that's gonna work a whole bunch of everything. Shoulders is getting work, everything. So basically this is cardio mixed with full body exercise, all right? It's not a game, it's not a joke. It's crazy, it's a hard workout, but where are we at? We're in the beautiful Richmond Marina, my hometown. What this tell you, you have no excuse not to do this. You have to step outside, no matter where you're at. Live that lifestyle, and as usual, eat healthy, speak healthy, live healthy. Go to work. Yeah. All right, that was a crazy little workout situation to start off your morning, right? But this is that special. You know what we doing next? We about to go ahead and meet some of my animals, get my day started. Get your day started. Let's go to work. What's going on, people? This is Evan LG Francis, AKA Mr. Go to Work, man. And we are at my section of my family's horse ranch, man. And this is like one of the things I usually do. I'm spending a lot of time at daily, you know what I'm saying? Like here in the morning, so it's my morning routine. I'm gonna show y'all where I'm at, usually where the hay getting thrown in at right here. This is the tack room over here. So we got all like our hays and all that stuff. So what we feed the horses, flakes, shavings, everything that we need to kind of like clean out the stables and all that stuff. We use that. This is called the tack room. So if I got any cookies or anything, because there's gonna be a few of these little cookie monsters that you're about to meet. So come on over, let me show you some. Say what's up to these horses over here. Number one, oh, you know, I don't even know who those are, they just begging. But this is mine right here. This is my oldest, this is the one I've had the longest. This is Camelot. This dude is about 10 to 11 years old. Had him for about 4 to 5 years, and he's like one of my besties, man. And he's a good horse. All together, he's a good horse, all in all. He looking for something to eat. That's what he looking for. You want something to eat? I'm gonna give him something to eat in a second. This is Friendship right here. You wanna see Friendship? That's your Friendship right there. You know, so that's Camelot. And so the second one we gonna introduce you to, come on over here. Camelot's still in the way. Say he the star of the show. This right here, this is my man Chunky right here. This is Chunky, and that's Billy right here. It's okay, Chunk. Look at that. That's Camelot, Chunky, and that's Billy. That's basically his roommate slash Billy Goat little son. Billy's a badass. Chunky's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart. Very good horse. I'll be up in here every day with him too. Camelot's still over here begging for stuff. But we're not even done yet. I got some people that you probably don't want to meet. These are probably the most rambunctious, and I need to give them something and have something ready for them before I even come up there and approach them. Time to meet Tango and Flower. Tango is my ram and Flower is my goat. You're gonna get like the quickest look of all time at them before they try to ram us, okay? So this is a distraction, all right? So what I'll do is I'll put that there, boom. And that's Tango, and that's Flower right there. The two badasses, the goat and the ram. You don't want no part of them, because they'll try to ram this door open and try to get me too. All right, so we got one more really, really cool piece to show you. And those are my other two horses. Let me show you where they're at right over here. See, as you can see, I do a lot, you know what I'm saying? So this is my morning schedule, this is my morning thing. And I have two more horses right here. And these are my two horses right here. Barack and Millennia. Come on, we're gonna go inside. If you can see, it's two of them. I got my baby Barack, I got my big man Barack, and I got my baby Millennia right here. This is Millennia. She's 2 years old. She is beautiful and she's a sweetheart. She's probably the sweetest horse I got. Barack, that's the old man. This is the OG right here. This is the big man. He's the cranky one. He's the cranky one, always. But Millennia, that's my mama's. That's my mama's. These two, Barack, I think is about 12 to 13, man. So he an OG, and like I said, Millennia, that's my baby girl. She's 2. So those are all the horses, all the little animals that I'm feeding, all that. So we'll step out and I'll just show you where they run around at. This is the arena, man. This is where all the horses kind of run around. You know, the people, they basically come out here, let their horses free, man, and relax and just enjoy stuff. I've come to find that it's relaxing, man. I've come to find that this is probably one of the most relaxing places you could be at. So I always tell you guys, step out, man, do something and enjoy yourself. And this is just a facet of that. Stepping out, enjoying yourself, and doing things that you probably wouldn't normally do. I wasn't a horse guy probably even a few years ago. Now I love them. Can't do nothing without them. So make sure you get out here, man. Bring your kids out somewhere, you know, where there's animals and nature and all that, man, and live your lifestyle, have fun, and as usual, eat healthy, speak healthy, live healthy, go to work. But I know, you know we're not done. We got one more thing to do. We're about to go over, head to Lightning's Boxing Club. Gonna meet up with my man, Smooth Jazz. Let's go to work. What's going on, people? This is Evan LG Francis, aka Mr. Go to Work, and today, man, we are in Lightning's Boxing Club. You already know this is important. We're in the town. This is the Bay. This is important. This is a big star guy right here. Big acquisition for an interview right here. I know who you are. Let these people know who you are, man. Tell them your name, tell them all. Let them know who you are.
I'm Jasper, Smooth Jazz Mccargo. I'm a professional fighter right here out of Oakland, California. I train here at Lightning's Boxing Club. I'm 2-0 as a professional. I was #1 in the country as an amateur. I'm just now starting as a pro, and I'm trying to make it all the way.
There you go. Yeah. So coming from the town, man, like this is already a really special interview for me because I love interviewing people doing things from the Bay in general. So coming from Oakland and all that, tell me a little bit about your struggle and then what made you want to box in the first place.
I wanted to box since I was a baby. That was the first thing I ever wanted to do because my family are boxing fans. So every weekend, you know, every other weekend, everyone's excited about the fights. Right. And I lived in the room with my uncle, and they were into boxing. So the entire wall was covered with boxing posters. Right. So me being a little baby, you know, this is the first thing I saw. And I would see Muhammad Ali, the greatest, right, and things like that. And everyone, excitement, it made me want to, you know, feel that excitement too. I wanted to feel like I was the greatest, so I think that's what made me want to box, and it stuck with me all the way until now.
Okay, so how long you been training for? How long you been putting the work in to do it?
I started boxing at 18. I started late. My family, they didn't want me to box, even though they were big boxing fans. Right. They wanted to keep me away from boxing, but you know, I guess they thought I would grow out of it, and I never did. So as soon as I graduated high school, the Monday after graduation, I joined King's Boxing Gym in Oakland.
Okay.
And I've been at it ever since. I made it all the way to #1 in the country as an amateur, and just now starting out as a pro.
Man, how did that feel? Because like to be #1 in the country, bro, like that's a huge accolade. So I already know the work that went into it, but when you realize like I'm that dude right now, how, like what's the feeling like when you realize like, okay, I did that?
Oh, for me, I think my feeling, the way I felt was a lot different than the other fighters that made the USA team and traveled the USA team, because a lot of my training, you know, came from me. I trained myself as an amateur. You know, I trained at King's Boxing Gym, and I had, you know, early on I had a lot of support from the Oakland Boxing Club. Robert Rodriguez, he had a big impact, you know, on my boxing career, starting off at King's Boxing Gym. You know, but they didn't really have the time, you know, to put into training me. And, you know, so a lot of tournaments they wasn't even able to make it, and so I kind of just took it on myself. After a while, I started going around different gyms, and it was kind of the same thing. So in my mind, I thought to myself, okay, maybe, you know, maybe it's my calling to do something that no one ever did, and that's make it to the Olympics, being self-trained. There's never been a self-trained Olympian. So that became my goal, and that was what I was working for as an amateur, and I ended up making the USA team, and that gave me hope, like I can do this. And I had a very bad hand injury right before the Olympic trial qualifiers, and so that's why I didn't compete in the Olympic trials, but I did make the USA team in 2014, and I felt very proud of myself for doing that on my own. You know, showing up to the tournaments, you know, all the other fighters, they're working the mitts with their coaches, you know, and I had no coach. You know, I'm asking random coaches to work my corner, and I still defeated, you know, everybody in my weight class, you know, under those circumstances. So that's something I will be proud of for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you can't take, that's something that, like, you can't take away, right? Like, no matter what, you can't take that away. Especially, like, I know me and you, we have a couple of similarities and a couple of things in common. Like, he used to go to Kennedy. He's a fellow former Eagle like me. So that's a tough school, you know what I mean? So I already know a lot of the commonalities and the struggles and stuff like that. So for young kids coming up, youngsters coming up, what would your advice be, whether they want to box or whatever they want to do, what would your advice be for them to like pursue their dreams when they see kind of what we saw? You know, we saw the tough struggles, you know, in school and outside. So for the kids coming up in the next generation seeing that, what's your advice for them?
My advice is don't worry about the struggles. Everyone has struggles. You know, there's no triumph without a struggle. So focusing on the struggle, you know, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage already. For example, suppose if I would have not went to the USA championships because I didn't have a coach to go with me, and I'm like, okay, this is a struggle, then I would have never made the USA team. You know, but I didn't focus on the struggle. I focused on what I wanted to do. And you can do anything you put your mind to, you know, regardless of any struggle.
So there's a couple questions. See, I'm a trainer, #1, so that's like where my whole background is. So I have a few questions I love to ask anyway that they know I'm gonna ask. So what's your training regime like on the daily? What are you doing to keep yourself in shape, especially as the fight, which we're gonna talk about in a minute, but especially as the fight is like looming near? Like, what's your training regime? Like, what are you doing on the daily? How many days are you training? Just
it varies depending on what's going on. Like, for example, right after I have a fight, you know, my training, you know, kind of goes down a little bit. I'm more kind of going through the motions, letting my body recover. You know, and now that I have a fight coming up, I'm kicking it into full gear. When I kick it into full gear, it's all out, you know, at least 6 days a week. You know, when I'm not in full gear, you know, it's more like 3-4 times a week. You know, letting my body stay strong. You know, but when I'm in full gear, I'm running in the morning, I'm swimming. You know, I'm in the gym 3-4 hours. You know, after the gym, I go straight to work. After work, I'm doing strength and conditioning in the gym because I work at a gym. You know, so it's pretty much an all-day thing, sun up to sundown when I'm on, when I have a fight coming up.
So yeah, it's all day, every day.
Yeah, I'm giving it everything I got.
And so then, you know, what comes with the exercise, and I always tell them, you can attest to this too, eating is just as important, right, as the exercise part. So what's your eating regimen like right now, especially leading up to fights and stuff like that? What are you doing?
I eat a lot of things with iron, like a lot of beans, a lot of greens, a lot of beets. You know, I eat different types. When it comes to meat, I like goat meat. That's my choice of meat. when I get close to fight time, because it has a lot of iron in it, more so than other meats, and it's lean. There's a lot of protein. You know, I eat a lot of green shakes and, you know, a lot of different herbs I like to put in my system to make me feel strong. You know, that's pretty much that's the main things that are in my diet.
You keeping it kind of with the leanness, and then I know we were talking about our thing
all
with
natural
meat.
foods.
Yeah, and I know we were talking about our thing with meat too. It's like another commonality. We'll kind of go with meat as it pertains to our mood. You know what I mean? So if we want it, it's there, but it's
pay
not
attention to
necessarily
my body, how I feel.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily a need all the time, though, right? Yeah. Okay, so a couple more questions. Now, you have a fight coming up.
Right.
When and where and who are we looking forward to you fighting coming up?
I'm fighting in August 19th at the Alameda County Fairgrounds. This is going to be my second fight at the Alameda County Fairgrounds in Pleasanton. My last fight at the county fairgrounds ended in a second round knockout with a left hook. It was a flush one-punch knockout. Oh, man. And my fight before that was a one-punch knockout uppercut. And my third fight, I ended up getting a draw. And there's a lot of, you know, I'm a man of no excuses. I don't like to make any excuses, you know, but there were some things going on that affected my performance, some personal things. I'm going to get redemption on August 19th, and I'm really, it's all I think about. No matter what I'm doing, no matter where I'm at, you know, this fight is in the back of my mind. You know, I can't wait to get back in the ring and erase that draw.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous for him, man.
I mean, I can't wait. It's like all I think about. It's going to be on August 19th, so that's a little less than 3 months from now. Okay. I have a lot of time to prepare. I'm already feeling mentally ready. And so, you know, I'm just going to get physically ready. Okay. You know, I'm already pretty much, you know, I'm not out of shape, you know, but I mean. You got to stay
ready, right?
Oh, man.
You stay ready. All right, and I know one thing that we were saying, because we mentioned Kennedy, I know that we were saying, you were telling me earlier that there's something that you had wanted to get accomplished with the kids from Kennedy.
Oh, yeah, so this fight I had this draw with, I went to Kennedy, I graduated, I walked the stage at the Richmond Auditorium. Right. You know, so I'll say, wow, it'd be really cool to have all the football alumni that I graduated with to walk me to the ring, and also the current football team, because they made it all the way to the state championship. Come on. So I'm really proud of John F. Kennedy making it to the state championship. John F. Kennedy came a long way.
Come on, man. We
came a long way. So I'm very proud of the Kennedy Eagles. Yeah. And you know, I wasn't able to get in contact with the coach for some reason, you know, but maybe, you know, they can come through for this fight, walk me to the ring, I'll wear the Kennedy school colors. Yeah. They can all wear their jerseys, and you know, and bring more notoriety to the Kennedy Eagles. And even speaking of this draw, even though there was some personal things that affected my performance, you know, everybody in the building felt I won that fight. Okay. You know, I definitely could have had a better performance, but one judge had me winning every round. Okay. You know, he had me winning 40-36. Right. And there was a clear knockdown in the fight that wasn't called a knockdown. Okay. You know, so, you know, all of this is on my mind, and I just can't wait to erase this draw. I've been hashtagging on social media, break his jaw, erase the draw. I'm getting shirts made for the fight so everyone can wear those shirts too. Erase break his jaw, erase the draw. I can't wait to get in the ring with him. Yeah. Yeah, Stephen Austin, he trains right out of King's Gym, crosstown rival.
Is that right?
And, you know, so, but everyone at King's Gym is going to be rooting for me. Okay. Even, you know, so that's right there. That alone says a lot right there about how this fight is going to go.
That's a tough thing when even the people that you train, when they rooting for you, man. That's tough. So, okay, well played. I know this is your main focus, right? Right. So, if there was one word to describe what you plan on doing on August 19th, if it was one word to just describe what's going to happen in your fight, what would that one word be?
Knockout.
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 My man. I love that. I got one more thing for you, since we were talking about shirts, right? Yeah. My man Phil, we got something for you right here. We always do something right here. We got you a Go to Work fitness shirt, you know what I mean? So you can rep the brand and all that with the C for the champ, you know what I mean? For the champ, since the champ is here. This is your gear, this is your thing, man. I appreciate you. So, and let you know, we will be there August 19th for the fight. And y'all better be there too to watch my man, Smooth Jasper, knock this boy out. Not even playing, man. Like, come on out. Alameda County Fairgrounds, August 19th. It's not a game. Anything else you want to tell these people, man?
If you want to support me in particular, get your tickets from me. I have tickets for sale. I should have tickets within the next 3-4 weeks. I'll post on social media. You can follow me on Instagram, smoothjazz _pound for pound. You can DM me when you're ready to get your tickets. You can add me on Facebook, Jasper, Smooth Jazz Mccargo. You can come here to Lightning's Boxing Club. We're right on the corner of MacArthur and Seminary. You can purchase your tickets here. If you're a resident in Richmond, you can go to Exclusive Shoes in Richmond on San Pablo Avenue and purchase tickets to my fight there. Purchase your tickets from me because it directly affects, my purse and also, the frequency of my fights. The more tickets I sell, so support me, and get your tickets from me.
And that's a big thing. Bay Area, we gotta support our athletes, man. We gotta support our artists. We gotta support our entertainers in general. If we ain't supporting them, nobody else is gonna support them. So this is an important thing. Come out, get your tickets from my man here, support his purse. Let's make this big, because the bigger he get, the bigger it get for the Bay. The bigger any of us get, the bigger it get for the Bay. Let's keep it local, man. And as usual, this is why I tell the people, this is the slogan for Go to Work Fitness. Eat healthy, speak healthy, live healthy, go to work. Yeah, thank you, my man. I appreciate it. My man. Man, look, that was absolutely crazy. I'm telling you. We just did a crazy Marina workout. I took y'all out there to go see my horses, see my animals, and all of that. And on top of that, we just went ahead and did some really crazy stuff and met a pro boxer, one of the best pro boxer. My man Jazzy is going to kill him on August the 19th. But that is so besides the point, because today was an insane day, man. Like, we absolutely killed this finale. This is probably one of the most fun days of shooting I've had in a long time. I hope you guys have had fun. And I just want to thank you guys personally from the bottom of my heart and from the team too, because if it wasn't for you guys supporting us and doing all that you've done as far as getting out there and supporting and putting the word out, getting the shirts, doing all that, we wouldn't even be having the opportunities that we got right now. So I just want to thank you guys, and I hope you guys stick with us for what's to come, because we ain't done. This is the finale, but we ain't done. We never done. We're never done. It's only going to be crazier next season. And any specials we got coming up, it's going to be crazy too. So until then, live your lifestyle, enjoy yourself. And as usual, eat healthy, speak healthy, live healthy. Go to work. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Good job, everybody.
Yeah.